But regardless of the reason, the feelings reflected in their eyes are so pure that it stirs the heart. Under the afternoon sun, Julian softly speaks of her love for the spring blossoms, those leaves blooming on the branches like a gift from the earth, carrying her expectations and desires for a new life. Jung Min, however, cherishes only the winter snowfall. Those hexagonal sprites falling from the sky seem to cleanse the chaos of the world, return the soul to its original purity. Alas, fate plays tricks. Ultimately, they cannot meet in the same season. Just like their romance, though bright and charming, it's destined to be a fleeting beauty. Just as warmth filled the room, a sudden knock broke the peace. It broke the calm. Outside stood Jung Min's father-in-law. They froze, unsure of what to do. Julian quietly hid in the restroom. Lucky he just wanted dinner. Jung Min walked him to the stairs. He found a way to go back. Looking at Julian in the restroom, Jung Min felt waves of guilt. But Julian softly said, "I'm fine." Her words carried a hint of sadness. Without a word, Jung Min wrapped her tightly in his arms, as if only in this warm embrace could they temporarily forget the world's troubles, finding solace within. Just as they were lost in this precious warmth, the hospital suddenly called. After over 100 days and nights of waiting, Jung Min's wife woke from her long slumber. As night fell, Julian witnessed Jung Min's careful care for his wife. That instant, her heart tightened as if gripped by an invisible hand. Illusions crumbled in an instant. Watching her husband on the bed, life uncertain, Julian felt an indescribable ache welling up inside her. She unconsciously nestled against her husband's chest. At this time, Jung Min also watched this heartbreaking scene through the window. As the next day arrived, Julian learned that Jung Min's wife was about to be discharged. She felt an emptiness inside, as if losing a beam of light in her life. When she passed by Jung Min again, she had to feign calm, calmly offering the simplest greeting. "Congrats on returning to Seoul." But in that fleeting glance, behind that slightly awkward smile, there lay untold emotions. But not long after, Jung Min could not resist his heart's pull. He gently knocked on Julian's door. "Want to step out for some fresh air?" "Not today. I'll wait." Though they both knew the future was uncertain, the two wandering hearts still found themselves drawn close. This time, words weren't necessary. Only our breaths and heartbeats echoed, conveying their truest feelings. In this tranquil moment, they cherished each other's presence, as if to forever remember this moment of warmth. Just as they continued to bask in this warmth, a sudden phone call shattered the tranquility. That news struck like a blade. It harshly tore at Julian's heart. The husband she longed for ultimately reached the end of his life. Before the chill hospital bed, facing the lifeless body, old grudges faded like snow in spring, softly melting only pure sorrow and lost state, causing waves of heartbreak within her. On her husband's burial day, Julian's face was filled with exhaustion and sorrow. Her eyes showed faint dark circles. Jung Min was like a silent passerby, quietly appearing in the farewell line. Perhaps out of concern, he seized the chance to see Julian. All the emotions turned into the simplest of greetings. Soon after, their lives gradually returned to normal. Jung Min's wife's health improved day by day. As usual, Jung Min carefully peeled melon for his wife, but his wife looked confused. "How long do you plan to pretend you don't know?" "At first, I had so much to ask, but now I have none left." As the wife's doubts lingered, about to reach a breaking point, John slowly began to speak. "That man is dead." With the clear sound of the door closing, only the wife remained in the room. Her cries hit hard like arrows. Perhaps it was because John asked her for a divorce, or maybe because she would never see her lover again. Meanwhile, a bizarre dream-like feeling grew uncontrollably in Sarah's heart. Her love for John was deeply etched in her soul. She got it. In this complex reality, with a heavy heart yet determined, she quietly packed her bags and gracefully left the city of painful memories. Facing Sarah's sudden exit, John drowned himself in alcohol each day, unable to escape. In the end, he chose to escape this cold city and began a brand new life. Yet Sarah's figure lingered like an unshakable thought that could not be erased from his memory. Whenever he reminisced about the past, the memories, warm as spring, always brought a knowing smile to his lips. At that moment, it felt like heaven heard his silent plea. Miraculously, pure white snow began to fall. Those light and free snowflakes, like dancing sprites, silently blanketing the whole world. Jung Min stood gazing at this crystal clear realm. It echoed the longing in his heart, stirring an indescribable tenderness. Fate is beyond words. Julian was equally stunned by the scene before her. Snowflakes danced with petals in the air and made her recall those warm memories. She was obsessed with the romance of spring blooms he drank in the pure winter snow. Right now, this wondrous scene of spring and winter merging seemed like a reminder from above. Some people are destined to be the sights you must not miss in life. Some fates are worth everything to cherish. In this moment, Jung Min took a deep breath and dialed the number engraved in his heart. Fate is always filled with irony. That sudden car accident not only smashed a car to pieces, but also uprooted long-buried secrets. These truths were like a sharp knife, stabbing deep into their spouses' hearts while navigating this life disaster. Two kindred spirits brought together by fate. They faced the pain together, seeking the truth, lean on each other through the dark. From strangers to treasure friends, from bitter revenge to understanding, from playful banter to sincere feelings, everything seems to fall into place. This story is like a clear mirror, continuously reminding the hopeful. Cherish every step, don't waste this life.